a choice. Do you believe someone can wait for love without knowing they're waiting for something real? Not out of hope, not out of denial, but because something inside them simply refuses to close the door. On a small Greek island, there was a woman who tested that belief for 31 years. Every Sunday morning, she carried a wooden chair to the harbor. No matter the season, no matter the war, no matter her age, she placed it facing the sea and sat there, silent, still, unmoving. She wasn't watching ships arrive. She was watching time pass. People said she was grieving. Her fiancé, Nikolaos, had vanished at sea in 1923. His ship never returned. A storm. A rumor. A name added to a list of the lost. The village mourned him. But Eleni did something strange. She never wore black. When asked why, she answered only this: "You don't mourn what hasn't ended." No one knew what to say to that. Years passed. Men asked for her hand. She refused. War came. She endured. Children grew up calling her the harbor woman. Still, every Sunday, chair, sea, waiting. Even when she no longer remembered what it felt like to be young enough to wait. Then, in 1954, something interrupted the pattern. A damaged cargo ship docked without warning. Among the crew was a man who stood too long at the harbor, as if afraid that if he blinked, the island might disappear. Eleni walked past him with her chair. He hesitated, then said a name like he wasn't sure it still belonged to anyone. "Eleni?" She turned. And the chair fell. Not because she recognized his face. Time had erased that. But because no one else said her name like that. Nikolaos hadn't died. He had been rescued, injured, misidentified, taken across the ocean, declared dead by paperwork. For 30 years, he searched. And Eleni? She waited. Without knowing waiting was reasonable. They didn't marry. They didn't explain. They simply sat together at the harbor of the foe. The following Sunday, one chair remained empty. 6 years later, Eleni was gone. Nikolaos kept going. Every Sunday, same harbor, same sea, same chair. This isn't a myth. In 1962, a Greek newspaper recorded the reunion because the village finally admitted the waiting had not been madness. The article called it persistence. But maybe that's just love when it doesn't need proof.